Up on our experts to answer your questions. Consumer champ Matt Allright's in the studio. Finance expert Iona Bain. They're working together. They're working through the inbox as we speak.
And with reports that some cough medicines could be dangerous, Dr. Oscar will tell us what to look out for on the labels and shares his diagnosis on the rest of today's biggest health headlines.
Plus, after receiving an autism diagnosis 2 years ago, reality star Christine McGuinness joins us to talk about her brand new BBC documentary, which looks at why the condition is less likely to be spotted in women.
Hello and welcome to your Wednesday Morning Live. Now, there's a lot going on today. Hundreds of thousands of workers are set to strike, including teachers, junior doctors and London Underground workers in England.
Yeah, definitely lots going on with that. And this morning, nice to see you, Iona, and of course, Matt in the studio too, to tell us what we can expect in a few hours' time, and Dr. Oscar tackling their health headlines. A few that may surprise you this morning, it's fair to say.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But also on the show, in just over half an hour, presenter Sean Fletcher is taking a tour around the UK in search of the best homegrown produce for his new show, Coast to Coast Food Festival. He tells us about making authentic pita breads in Cumbria and finding his perfect sweet treat in Abergavenny. Is that right, Gav?
Abergavenny's about right.
Abergavenny.
Or Ervenny in Welsh, but easier in Welsh for once.
Yes.
And all this week, we've been meeting charities supported by Comic Relief to show where your donations are going today. We're hearing from Wilf Webster, star of BBC One's The Traitors. He opens up about his experience with depression, which was triggered by the death of his teenage brother. He visits a project encouraging men to talk, giving them a new sense of purpose and getting them back on their feet.
Yeah, fantastic cause there. And it is projects like that that will be driving Gethin on to raise as much money as possible as he attempts one of the hardest challenges of your life. Tomorrow, he will start his 24-hour Strictly Fitness Challenge. And you might think it's going to be easy for a fitness fanatic like Gethin, but 24 hours on your feet, I can't imagine what is not going to hurt, Gethin. Yeah. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, I've never done anything like this before in my life. I'm a bit worried about, you know, the back and a few injuries, but I think that'll be fine because I know there's support out there. If donations keep coming, that will keep me going. But it's a bit of the fear of the unknown, and I just don't want to let anyone down.
You've done all the preparation you can to this point.
Yeah, as much as you can.
You've still got 24 hours left, though.
That's true, yeah. A lot of resting for the next 24 hours, for sure. But I have been made sure to be fully warmed up. Continuing our special week of Strictly Fitness, we've put Jeanette Monrara on the road. She's had a lovely time. And today, you're in Stockport. Bit of reminiscing. Hey, back to 2007.
Give us a clue.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Oh.
It's a surprise.
You've got so many good moves.
The next couple of days, actually, a huge surprise for me as well, but I cannot wait. All that to come then, but first this morning, in just a few hours, the chat.
Just a moment, Matt and Iona will be explaining how it could be affecting you. But before that, presenter Shireen Murphy has been to find out what issues you feel should be the top priority. Energy, subject which is close to your heart, prepayment meters. Could there be change here?
Yeah, we are hearing to pay that top rate, no access to the deal. So maybe that's something to look at. But, yeah, £45 over a year, it's something.
No, OK. What about savings on pensions then, Iona? Something we've talked about on Modern Life before is the change in age of retirement and how it affects your pension. What have you heard in that area? I'm not sure if they look at broadband in the budget, but I think Iona needs to have a little chat with Matt.
Let's sort you out with a social tariff, Iona, maybe.
She's got a piggy bank ready to go as well in the back. It'll be lovely. It'll be a busy day for Iona. I know it will be for you as well, Matt. You'll be keeping your eyes on the budget at 12:30 and then on the One Show tonight, going through it all.
That's right. Any questions people will have, we'll be taking those on the One Show tonight to look at that detail, which is going to be all important.
Get in touch with One Show. Get in touch with us, whichever way you want to do it. Thanks, both.
Thanks, both. Well, as well as the budget dominating the headlines today, there's also lots of worrying headlines around health.
It certainly is, yeah, especially regarding cold and flu medicines, thankfully. Dr. Oscar is here, hopefully, to clear things up. And we're talking about, like, medicines, cold and flu medicine that we just have in the cupboard. Should we be worried about this?
Yeah, so it's pretty alarming, isn't it? Yeah. I imagine a lot of people at home in the cupboard scrabbling around trying to find out whether they've got any of these. It's going to happen to your sleep where you're up for 24 hours. We're all a bit worried too. I'm going to be there reliving my night shifts with you in the early hours, I think. So I hope bring some of that experience for you. There you go. Yeah. But there's been a study which has been conducted by medical students in Norway, looking at 1,800 people in GP practices, get you into bed for your 7 to 8 hours on Friday Friday evening. We're thinking of all those donations. Sweet dreams.
Straight to
Sweet
bed.
dreams.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about going to bed at 10:30 this morning to get ready for tomorrow. That should do it. Thanks, Oscar. Still to come on the show in around 10 minutes' time, ahead of her brand new BBC documentary about autism. Christine McGuinness tells us why getting diagnosed herself, age 33, has given her a huge sense of relief and self-acceptance.
Plus, in around 15 minutes, presenter Sean Fletcher takes us on a tour of some of the best food producers in the UK and tells us about how he learned to make authentic pita breads in Cumbria.
I can't wait for that. It's absolutely brilliant. And with just one day to go until my 24-hour Strictly Fitness dancing challenge for Comic Relief, we are going to cha-cha our way back to the sofa area because I know Jeanette Manrara is standing by as part of a Strictly Fitness tour she's been doing around the UK this week. She's found herself in Stockport. Jeanette?
Now that's how it's done. I did it exactly the same on the side. Now you're going to be joining us for Strictly Fitness at the end of the show, and we are going to be celebrating Gethin's cha-cha-cha. So let's have a look at his cha-cha-cha so we can see the move that we're going to do. So we're very excited. We'll see you guys at the end of the show.
You are with some talented people. Look at the
There's a 10.
pad at the back. That's brilliant.
They are amazing.
See you in a bit, Jeanette. Lovely. There you go. The cha-cha-cha is coming. I got a 4 for that from Craig. It was my first dance in Strictly. I mean, you know. That's not a great booster for tomorrow, is it?
It's not a 3 or a 2 or a 1. So into tomorrow. So forget about that 4. And to help Gethin get into the right headspace to take on one of the biggest challenges of his life, we thought it would be a useful reminder for him to remember why he's pushing himself to the limit by dancing non-stop for 24 hours. With every penny raised going to Comic Relief this week, we've been finding out about some of the amazing projects that benefit from your generous donations.
Yeah, you've already been. 2 years ago, model and reality star Christine McGuinness took part in a documentary about her 3 children who are autistic, sharing the impact it's had on their lives and what it means for their future.
Since then, Christine has received her own autism diagnosis, which has changed her life for the better. Tonight, for a special BBC programme, she explores why it's so much harder to recognise in women compared to men.
At 9 o'clock, BBC One tonight. And if you want more help and advice on anything we've discussed, you can head to our website for that as well.
Well, we're turning our attention to another BBC series now called Coast to Coast Food Festival, which has been showcasing some of the finest farms and food that are all produced right here on our doorstep.
It's very exciting. Before we chat to presenter Sean Fletcher, let's take a look at how he not so much got involved, but more got in the way. Send some immediately, Sean. Send some.
I recommend these cinnamon buns you're watching now. They were lovely. We had some great South Asian food in Leicester and also in Cardiff. Cardiff Market, actually. You know Wales really well. You know Cardiff well, Gethin.
Yeah.
I used to live in Cardiff. I'd walk past the market every day. I'd never think to go in. But there's some real gems there.
Nice. Those cinnamon buns, by the way, they're massive. You talked about pita breads, the hummus. I mean, doing these type of things, it doesn't have to be expensive, doesn't it? Does it? Because the cost of living is really affecting people at the moment.
24 hours of non-stop dancing for Comic Relief.
Oh, I'm nervous for you. But you've done all the
You're nervous.
You've done all the prep. And just before we do get in today's Strictly Fitness, if you want a little bit of an insight into just how hard our Gethin has been working to prepare for this challenge of a lifetime, you can head to iPlayer and search Gethin Keeps Dancing, where there's a little behind-the-scenes film showing all of the hard work that he's put in already. You can find it on our social media as well, that link. And you have been working, our Gethin.
That website's like me, it's creaking already. I haven't started yet. No, I can't wait. I am excited. I'm a bit nervous, but Jeanette's been helping out too. And I say that, she's been around the country this week doing Strictly Fitness. I've really loved the support that's coming through. You're in Stockport, you're with the Sophie D gang. They are ready to go for Strictly Fitness today. Jeanette, over to you.
2, 3, 4,
coming
6,
to the end.
2, 3, 4,
And the next
9.
time, that's it then. This time tomorrow, I'll be starting my 24-hour Strictly Fitness challenge. Thank you for all your support so far. Please, guys, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Right, I'm going to bed now.